Hello and welcome to another Franchise Hockey Manager stream. My name is Adam. I'm the community manager of Franchise Hockey. With me, as always, and not pictured on your screen, is Everton producer Jeff. Say hi, Jeff.
Hey, everybody.
And we are back with Fire the Cannon, Columbus Blue Jackets 2000-2001 season start. Big trades coming, part two. Jeff, in our last stream 2 weeks ago, we finished off a very disappointing St. Louis achievement hunting one, and then we jumped into the Columbus Blue Jackets game where we built our Columbus Blue Jackets from the expansion draft. And now here I've pulled it up onto I pulled the depth chart up so people can see. And you can see we've built kind of a good team. If I remember right, we had the highest ranking prospects. So you can tell there's a lot of names on here that we got guys who are going to play.
I mean,
Uh,
you drafted a lot on potential, and then you
yeah,
had a good entry draft and signed a couple of free agents. So
yeah,
it may not be a good team right now. In fact, you're arguably the worst team in the league right now. But
we're working on
it will
something.
get better. As long as you don't get fired, you'll be
Yeah,
okay.
yeah. So yeah, but the big concern though coming up here is is we have the waiver draft, and because we have so many guys and we don't have a lot of young guys signed to our team. We have a lot of guys who are going to be exposed. And because guys are going to be exposed, we have to make some tough choices on what exactly we want to do here. So if you're following us on social media, which you should be, especially on at Twitter, which we're at Franchise Hockey, you would have seen a tweet from me posted when I did some trade proposals looking to move one of our goaltenders because we currently have Jose Theodore, who's 3.5 stars. We have Kevin Weeks, who's 4 stars, and we have Mika Kiprasov, who's only 23 and is 1.5 stars, who's likely our goaltender of the future because we know what his skill probably will be if we get him going right. Um,
And we've got Dan Ellis, who played a bit for the Predators well, several years down the road.
yeah,
He's
and
fourth.
not just the Predators, he played for Tampa too, didn't he?
Feed bounced around Tampa, Nashville, Tampa, Anaheim, Carolina, Dallas, Florida. Well, he
Florida.
started in Dallas, so one, two, three, four,
Yeah,
five, six, and two tours in Dallas.
yeah. So we have some options here, but I started looking to see if I could trade a goaltender, and we got one really interesting offer. Calgary offered us Benoit Gratton and a fourth rounder. Tampa Bay offered us Ben Clymer and a fourth rounder. Anaheim offered us Ruslan Soleil and a sixth rounder, which was a tempting offer.
Best offer so far.
Yeah. Atlanta offered us Tommy Kallio and a fourth rounder. But the New York Islanders and, Mike Milbury offered us a 23-year-old Zdeno Chara and a fifth round pick for Kevin Weeks.
And Chara at this point is not really Chara. He's
No,
sort of
he's,
an awkward 6'9", 22-year-old who's
yeah,
had
one
a
and a half
couple of decent
stars.
defensive defensemen. He didn't look like he had much potential beyond that.
Yeah. So knowing what Chara can become and being that we're building for the future, I think we got to make this move, Jeff, right?
Yeah, I mean it really weakens your goaltending this year. Well, Theodore's is going to have a good year regardless, but
Yeah.
you had a really good goaltending combination. And actually, let me check the positional rankings. Where did it say
Hey, P Walk,
you
thanks
are
for
for
coming out.
goals? Uh, Positional rankings for the league say we've got the 10th best goaltending combination in the league. So we've got a playoff team's goaltending, but nothing else. So I think, yeah, move this and we get Chara, and he's going to have to play a lot right away, but even if he's not ready for it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So we're going to pick up Zdeno Chara because that's just too good of a deal not to do. So we've
Yeah.
done that. And the other thing is, okay, so as I said, for those of you who are not familiar with NHL historical, Jeff, what is the waiver draft? I guess maybe is a better way to explain
The
this.
waiver draft is just sort of a mechanic where the league would distribute players, let the league, let kept stronger teams from stockpiling players. Mainly started going back in they had not the waiver draft, but the interleague draft, similar things where the Canadians would get to have a ridiculous amount of talent in their system, and the struggling teams, the Bruins, the Rangers, didn't really have could have used a lot of those guys, and it would have made the league more competitive, but they couldn't get a hold of them. So they tried various methods to redistribute the players, and eventually by the 70s, they instituted the waiver draft, so it basically worked like an expansion draft. Only everybody participated. The way it worked is you could protect I think it was 18 players and 18 or 20, I can't remember, and anybody beyond that, you other teams were able to select. It works a little differently in the game. In real life, the way it worked is when you protect it, when you had a player. And I got to think about this. I think it was when you had a player pick from you, you had to protect another player. So you would it limited the number of
Yeah.
players you could use. You can't do that. We can't really do that yet in the game. I'm hoping to get that in at some point. But the way it worked is, basically the weak teams drafted first and could grab a few decent players. It eventually became
Yeah.
more or less irrelevant as the league is, the league got a little more competitive, and
Across the board. Yeah.
the last few years you'd only see a handful of players changing teams in it, and none of them very good.
Now we just have to laugh here looking at the depth chart now on the New York Islanders goaltending list. So they traded us for Kevin Weeks. So their top goaltender is Kevin Weeks. Their backup's Roberto Luongo. Their number three goalie, who they just drafted, is Henrik Lundqvist, which moved Nicholas Backstrom down to the fourth stringer. And then they settled Steve
I mean,
Velikat as their number five.
Lundqvist is only 18 years old at this point,
He is, but that
and
may be the deepest goaltending
yeah,
in the
Backstrom
entire
was
league.
really nobody until the Wild brought him in 2006 as a free agent. So he's not in
Yeah.
anybody's radar in 2000.
But man,
And
that
no,
is that's a beautiful thing. With that being said, we are still looking at some more moves here, and I had another trade proposal, which was for Ray Shepard. Ray Shepard is a guy whose career was actually over at this point, I think.
yeah, I mean,
I
I
looked
thought
at.
he still had a year in him at this point, but it turns out that he had retired by then. But in the
Yeah.
game, he hung on for one more year,
So
so
we
you
were,
might as well squeeze something out of him.
yeah. So we were looking at trading him because we're probably not going to be able to protect everybody, and he's not a guy who's was a huge point producer. Minnesota's offers us Robert Petrovicki. Atlanta is giving up on Patrick Stefan already after a year. He had
No,
29
that's a big
points,
out though, so he's not that attractive. Yeah,
2.5 stars already, and then we also got an offer from Toronto, which is 20-year-old Nikolai Antropov, who's 2-star talent, 2.5 star potential. He only had 6 games or played 21 games, had 6 assists last year in the NHL. But Jeff, again, you like this move? We're adding a lot of size to the lineup if we do that.
I mean, Antropov went on to play was it 13, 14 years in the league, so and big center.
Yeah. Okay, we're going to complete that trade too.
That's
So
good.
we
Yeah.
just get Antropov here, which is good. Just going to delete some of these.
You got Antropov and Ty Domi or any other ex Leafs?
I prefer to think of them as Jets.
Ah, okay.
Nikolai Antropov was the Jets' number one center when they came back. Number two center, I guess, because Brian Little was number one.
Yeah.
Yeah, so we got those. We could still probably move one more person who we're not probably going to be able to hold on to. Anybody jumping out?
Well, if you're just doing it by age, Paul Samuelson.
It doesn't have to be by age, but yeah, we could try and move Ulf Samuelson if we just shop him around, see if we get any.
Actually,
Oh,
I got a
got a
bunch
lot
of
of
offers
offers.
when I did it, although it's mostly for
Yeah.
young guys and draft picks.
Peter
A couple of interesting
Sabota,
ones there.
7th round draft pick. Yeah. Stefan Mokov. Oh, that's a name I don't even recognize. 24-year-old Toivoy Surusu.
Toivo Sursu, the Estonian guy.
Okay. Well,
I
there's
think he
Pavel
was
Brendel again.
in the Anaheim system for.
Jan
Yeah, Brendel. I
Nemec.
remember him. He was playing for the Calgary Hitmen when I was
Igor
living in Calgary.
Kravchuk.
Didn't really work out in the NHL.
Oh, I guess
Prospect.
if it was you, here's the guy we'd be trading for. Jim Montgomery.
Why would I take Jim Montgomery?
I don't know, because you like all your extra coaches. Uh, Peter Smrek. That's not maybe not a terrible trade.
Did the Panthers make you an offer?
I'm getting there. Vancouver off 7th. Calgary is Pavel Torgev.
I did it in the save I'm looking at it, and the best one I have
Okay, well
is
here.
from.
Okay, Radek Martinek. 24, 2-star potential, so he might not get there. But that's interesting. Yuri Bick. Michael Picard. Kenny Curlin. Yuri Babenko. Robert Franz. Oh man, that's a name I haven't heard for a long
NHL
time.
1.5 star guy.
Dimitri Osocone. Oleg Kavsha is the guy we got from Florida.
Actually, yeah, that was who I got offered to. That might be worth doing, although
He had
I
25
mean, it
points in
gives you a little
68
more forward
games.
depth. He was
Uh,
still an okay prospect at this point and did manage to play for the Islanders for a few years. I think he had one good season.
so you think we should take Oleg
Basha.
Kasha? 1 star guy. Okay, we'll do that trade then too. All right, we have to move on. Do I have lines made here? I do have lines made, but I don't have somebody dressed, so we need to add another. Okay. Oh, we need to add a goalie and another forward. So Justin Williams is going to get in.
Well, who's hanging around as a goalie, free agent?
Who?
Tim Thomas, who's only about 5, 6 years away from being good, despite the fact he's already 26. Once he's in his 30s, though.
I don't see him on here. Is he signed to somebody?
Yeah, use your. Are you doing the free agents? Interesting. No, that should show it. He is signed to a minor league team, but or just type Thomas into the filter.
Oh yeah, there he is. 2 star goalie.
2-star potential, 1 star now.
Yeah, I don't think we really need that right now. I mean, we could sign Ty Conklin too, for that matter, if we wanted.
Yeah.
Um, I don't remember if I got my lines together. I
So you
did.
may want 4 goalies just in case somebody gets hurt and you got to call up Ellis. And Ellis isn't that good, but you got a 1-star guy or pick up somebody in the waiver draft.
Oh, wait till after the waiver draft to make that choice then. Mark Cullen. I was like, wait, is that Matt Cullen just hanging out here? No, Mark Cullen. All right, we're just gonna kind of. Somebody needs a jersey number. Oh, okay.
Sure.
Chara's gonna get 33. Scott Pellerin's unhappy. He can have 35.
Elleren's probably your best player right now.
Yeah, that's too bad. All right. I guess we don't have Chara in the lineup too, so we can look at that in the future. Love signing Tim Thomas as backup. Watch him to jump to 3.5 stars and then flip him for value. Says Kim is chilling. That's not a bad idea. I guess maybe we should just go grab Thomas.
Yeah, that'll let you. No, you probably use a forward more right now in the waiver draft.
He only wants a 1 year
2 star
deal, so
That's okay.
all right. Of course, I have to assign him a number. He wants 34. Well, guess what? He can't have it. He's going to have number 40. And be happy about it. We'll probably sign him.
You may want to look at the roles you got set right now. You got Domi on the first line playing as an agitator.
Well, yeah, what else is he supposed to do? We just lost 2 guys to injuries. No, we don't need Matthew Danino. No, you can not delay treatments. It's the preseason. Okay, so Danino comes out. Chara's going in. Helmanin's coming out. And Sean Van Allen is going in. Ty Domi is our best right winger, apparently still, but we're going to move Justin Williams up.
And maybe swap Domi's role.
As an agitator, I think that's like perfect for him.
Look at his ratings, role ratings.
12 as an agitator. You want him as a goon then? So he's at 20?
Yeah, I mean, that's what he's there for. Yeah, put Domi on your team, tell him not to fight that much.
Still fight. Serge Aubin got traded to Toronto or Serge Aubin for Prana Karofsky and
Gronkowski.
Chris
Yeah, good trade for the
McAllister.
Avalanche.
New Olaf Kolzig rumor on waiver. All right, so let's. Anyone else we want to try and move right now too? Trying to think about it. Um, Not really seeing anybody else jumping out saying we have to move them.
No, I mean, you're going to lose a few. Just the amount of young, decent potential guys got. You're going to lose a few in the waiver draft, I think.
Kim, how dare you? Ty Domi is like folk legend hero in Winnipeg for years.
You could maybe try shopping one guy and seeing if you can get a draft pick back.
For who should I try?
Uh, Sandy McCarthy's kind of redundant with Domi there
We're winning all of our preseason games. This is odd.
because the other teams aren't playing very good players. I'd not about or shopping McCarthy. I just didn't. I didn't get any offers.
Well, I did just to see what would happen. We could just try and manually trade him. Buffalo trades Ryan Miller to Vancouver along with Miroslav Satan for Andrew Castles and Alexander Mogilny. Wow.
Brings him back to Buffalo. Oh, big move.
That is a monster deal. So
Yeah, I mean, it's
Satan and
very
Miller.
good in the long run for the Canucks. I mean,
Yeah, Ryan
if
Miller.
they don't screw up Miller, but
Dang.
right now, are the Sabres decent team at the moment? I can't remember.
Well, the Sabres should have Dominic Hasek still.
Yeah, they do. Yeah, this is still the. Yep. Yeah, so they're still a contender.
Wow. Yeah, we should just about be at this draft. Kipper got hot. That's all right. Oh, there we go. Now we're losing some games. All right. Ramo Helmanen's resumed skating. Danino's resumed skating. Zdeno Chara goes up in aggression, puck handling, shooting, and hitting, so he's up to 1.5 star. Danton High Note goes up. Sean Horkoff still at 1 star, so he's going to get sent down. Kipper gets up to 2 stars. Andy McDonald
Going back up.
takes a big jump there, but he's still a ways from getting in games. Brian Rafalski goes up to 2.5. I think he was only at 2.
No, he was 2.5 before.
Was he? Okay. Justin Williams takes a big jump again, so even though he's 1.5, he'll be playing. And
So
Marek
he's right
Zalicki
now,
takes a big jump.
So I mean, as expected, you drafted a lot of young guys with potential, and
Yeah.
they're
Definitely. This is like half the Predator teams I have. Well, Kim, when you're stealing our stuff, it's not surprising. Kim's doing her own stream. Kim, I would absolutely retweet your tweets, but like Twitter doesn't send me any information when you tag me for some reason because it likes to be frustrating that way. As of late.
okay.
Okay, beat
Start
Edmonton
thinking
here.
about who you need to protect during the.
Oh, good. Brian Rafalski just got injured. Shoulder soreness 1 to 2 weeks. Okay, not the end of the world.
At least, yeah, and you got plenty of defensemen to step in for him.
Yeah, so who's coming in? I guess Wisnowski, yeah. All right. Throw Kipper back in net here for this game versus Carolina. We do have good depth, but again, we're not. We have a lot of young guys.
Oh, Sandy McCarthy with 3 assists.
Yeah, he's telling you he doesn't want to go.
Career game for him. Too bad it's in the exhibition season.
Nobody is on top. That hurts. A little bit of scouting. Gonna up the team morale a bit here as we get to the regular season. But at least we'll start making money. Did you mark their account? Doesn't notify all. Oh, that's right. That's all just confusing for some of that stuff. Buffalo continues to add more guys, or trade away guys, maybe. Just
what do they do now?
nothing. A minor league deal.
Yeah, just a minor league one.
All right, so we got to do our protection list right now. So we're going to protect Kipper, and we're going to protect Theodore.
18 skaters. Yeah.
So that means we might lose Thomas now because we have him. We're going to protect, just by potential here, we're going to protect Chara, McDonald, Rafalski, Zidlicki. We'll hold off on Robert Reichel, Wisnowski, Scott Pellerin.
Holding off on Reichel. You kind of need him this year.
Well, we'll see who else we have to protect first.
You protected Muller ahead of Reichel?
Reichel was a free agent out of the NHL by this point.
Yeah, he's still a decent player.
Okay.
3 stars in the game.
So now we're down to 5 guys left.
Okay, now you're... I think Quintal.
Oh, I got to protect Robidas.
And Sean Podine, too. You want a good checking forward?
Okay, so Robidas and Podine have been protected. Keeping our youngest guys possible. Should we keep Danton High Note then, too? Or Dan High Note?
Not necessarily. Probably want to protect Domi. I think somebody's going to grab Domi if you don't take him.
Probably.
And he's cheap.
So sorry. Who should we protect here? Sorry, my mind was. Should we
Domi?
Domi, Aaron Ward.
Yeah.
That leaves us with one spot for McCarthy, Sean Van Allen, Ted Drury, Quintel, High Note, or Olczyk.
I would lean towards Quintal or Drury.
Okay, I'm going to say not Quintal because we're paying him a lot of money, and we have a lot of young defensive guys. If we have to run young defensive guys, it's not the end of the world.
It'd be better to have the forward depth with Drury.
Drury only had 12 points last year.
He's a defensive forward, though, so him and Podine are a decent pair for checking line.
I was just wondering about Sean Van Allen. But Drury's younger, so...
Old.
All right.
He's just sort of hanging on in Ottawa at this point.
So should we try shopping Sean Van Allen? Let's see what we get for him. If I can find his name here. We got a bunch of offers. 23-year-old Terry Ryan. No. 21-year-old defenseman Bobby Allen. Well, maybe. Joseph
Terrible.
Mara.
Yeah.
That's not a bad choice either.
But again, anybody you get in this, you're going to have to protect. So it would be better if it would be nice if were offered a draft pick for him, even if it's a late round one. You just want to get something from this.
Brad Defew. JJ Dandino. 36-year-old Ron Sutter. Okay. Well, that's interesting. Hold on.
Dennis Fidke,
Yeah. 19 years old. We might not have to protect him. Let's do that.
Do that.
Okay. So there's one. Okay, we don't have to protect him. Should we try and move Olchek too,
Sure.
or what about Quintel? Olchek and Quintel. We'll try and shop because I'm sure we'll lose Quintel. Bunch of offers for him. Konstantin Kalmika. 20-year-old defenseman Yuri Fisher.
Yeah,
Ooh.
there we
Ooh,
go.
ooh, ooh.
Yep. I think we do that unless there's something really good waiting.
Yaroslav Modry,
He's
29.
29 now.
Yeah. Igor
And he'll still
Kravchuk.
have the same problem with protecting.
Ruslan Fedotenko. Also an interesting choice. All right. All right. 22-year-old Sergei Varlamov. No. Okay. All right. Tony Granado. There you go, Jeff. Another coach for you. 23-year-old defenseman Philip Kuba.
Again, no, you got to get him through the waiver draft, and I don't think you're going to
Yeah.
be able to. Which is why Fisher probably makes the most sense.
Yeah, 20 years old. He's 2 stars already, so he's ready to play.
Yeah.
Don't get me wrong, Ruslan Fedotenko is very tempting. But we're going to take Yuri Fisher because that seems like a complete win.
Yeah.
All right. And then we have. Who's the other one? We're going to try and shop. Olchuk.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, Eddie. I'm sorry. I want you on my team, but Jeff doesn't. Jason McBain. Jeff Chevalier. 6th-round draft pick from Boston.
Okay, that's good.
Uh,
A lot of the guys we've been offered before.
yeah. And okay, do we just run it and hope that we keep him, or do we take the 6th-round pick?
I take the 6th rounder.
All right, who do we have left here? High Note and McCarthy.
You can take the chance on those two.
Well, we could also pick one of them too, probably.
Yeah.
All right. Passing up the chance to have Richard Smith. Overkill ASE is hurt. Let's see here. Season preview, we are not mentioned at all. Shocker.
A surprise.
All right. So it is the draft page. All right. We actually have the first pick. So if we really wanted a goalie, we could steal Manny Fernandez.
Because we already got goalies.
Yep.
And the forward selection doesn't look that good. I'd sort by potential, maybe.
Still, Dan High Note is still the top guy, our own guy. Unless we want to steal Nicholas Havelit.
No, I think you're going to have to go with high note and just sort of protect them that way, unless there's somebody lurking down there that we've. This is worse than I expected. I mean, this was one of the problems with the waiver draft when you started adding the expansion teams. It diluted the talent pool so much. And just.
Yep. No, we're going to protect High Note.
Yep.
So that means we could basically only lose McCarthy or Tim Thomas, who we just signed. So let's see. The second team skip. Manny Fernandez goes to the Atlanta Thrashers. Jamie McLennan goes to the Islanders because the Islanders needed another goalie. Wow. Scudra goes to Nashville. Dwayne Rollison goes to Chicago. Bob Essenza goes from Phoenix to Tampa. Robert Petrovicki
He's almost done.
Goes to Carolina. Todd Reardon goes to Ottawa. Damian Rhodes goes from Atlanta to the Rangers. Go. Laws. Fitzpatrick. Skipped. Donald Brashear. Paul Randheim. Darren Pupa goes from Tampa to Vancouver.
35 though.
Greg. Jason
Miller may not be
Dunn.
ready yet, so that kind of makes sense for them.
Havlid goes 21st to Phoenix. Yeah, Nashville's just getting picked apart here, which is what I wanted to avoid. Which we have done by making those trades. And that's it. All right, so we held on to everybody.
Everybody being two guys, but
Hey, you know what? That's not bad because we traded away so many others.
yeah, I think you got returns out of the guys who we probably would have lost.
Tim Thomas is on waivers. All right, so we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. All right. Okay. Zionev is going down to Syracuse. Sean Horkoff is 1 star, so he's going down to Syracuse. Ole Kausha is going down to Syracuse as well. Antropov actually might play. Andy McDonald is moving down.
Yeah, now you should have Antropov in the lineup.
Yeah, I'm just trying to clear off some of this room. Zidlicki is going to go down. Robida is going down.
How long are Rafalski and Dandino out? What are your injuries?
Rafalski's day to day, and Dandino's 1 to 2 weeks.
Might as well just throw Dandino on the injured list. Clear the roster spot for now.
Well, we don't have. We can just wait for another day or two.
You just need to clear one more guy.
Yes, McCarthy wants to go to 10. Sure. Ted Drury wants 13. Okay. Oh, Dan Hyde wants 13. Too bad he can't have it. He's going to have 31 and be an awkward forward with 31.
You ever need an emergency goalie? He's already set.
All right, so yeah, now we have to send someone, so we're going to send. Okay, they're all day to day now. We'll send Danino to the injured list.
Yeah, remember it's retroactive, so
yeah,
the counter will almost be up already. It isn't.
Yeah, so Wisnowski will make his way down to the minors at some point, or actually Willie Mitchell's in there too. He's only 1 star.
I'll see who plays better in the first few games, and
yeah, okay. So
the other doesn't.
Forwards here: Kirk Muller, Pellerin, Podium.
Hellman is back. Schvidke probably goes down.
Antropov's coming in, and oh right, we're gonna send. Who do we want to keep up? Do we want to keep High Note? Yeah, High Note will have to go on waivers, so we're gonna send Dennis.
Yeah, I think that's your checking line is probably High Note, Drury, Bodine.
Okay, so then Helmanen's not in yet. Okay, so now we roughly have our team. Speaking of which, we should assign some captains.
Yeah.
So Mika Kiprasov is our top guy, so we should obviously have him as our captain, right?
I think that would probably not be a good idea.
Actually, looking at this, we should probably have Zdeno Chara as our captain. 16 leadership. 14.
He's still young on doing Muller's determination's a lot higher, so I would go with Muller for the first year, but maybe give Chara an A. Chara's still young too.
Should we give Chara an A and Helmanen an
A?
Or Rafalski?
Maybe Rafalski, yeah.
All right. The guy we just traded for is now an assistant captain. I'm sure that would make the team super thrilled.
I mean, it's an expansion team. It's not like these guys have been together for any length of time.
Kim is chilling asks, what does High Note actually attributes look like? Would be surprised if he wasn't better than the one of the forwards you currently dress. There we go. Jamie McLennan's on the move again because they picked up so many goalies. Now he's in Carolina. Thank you, annoying spam mail. popping up. Very nice. Um, so what is High Note's stats here? He's offensive 12, defensive 15, physical 13, mental 13.
Yeah, no, that's your check blanket for sure.
No. All right, so we have a game. It's going to have assistant create lines. It still wants to keep putting to Idomi on the first line.
You know, somebody's got to look out for Reichel and Pellerin, but yeah.
He's playing our second line because of High Note's on the third line.
And I'd swap Antropov and Drury.
Just hold on here. I'll slap Antropov and Drury. Okay. All right. Ty Domi moved to Goon. I'm going to change that, though. I kind of liked him more as an enforcer than straight up Goon.
There's not a huge amount of difference between the two of them, but yeah, that's fine.
Fine. I'll move him to, what was he on before that? He was a 12?
No, that's a bad idea.
Agitator?
Yeah.
Why? Why is that a bad idea?
Because he's much better as a goon.
No, we're scratching Rafalski because he's not healthy, Kim. We set our lineups. We let our assistants do the other stuff and make adjustments as such. All right, we're going to kind of just sim through this next little bit. Again, because there's only so much we can do. And we lose 2-0 in our first game. Awesome. Put up 21 shots. Actually, what we should do, and that's my fault, Ty Domi fought Bob Probert 10 minutes into the game.
Well, as expected.
Yes.
And got an extra misconduct for his trouble, so what's that about?
Yeah, what we forgot, Dan Hinote gets injured in the first game, because of course he does. Broken nose 1 to 2 weeks. All right, so we got to call somebody up who just went down. Oleg Kavsha is our top guy. Although Dennis is the best guy up, so he's coming back up. High Note goes is replaced with, I can't say his name. Ditke. Sign jersey number. What I was going to say is we need to do some tactics work here, Jeff.
Right.
Because we didn't. So our
training
tactics. I think I set training to my assistant. Yeah. Just to make it a little bit easier. Tactics, though. Got a couple days before we have games.
The early 2000s, late 90s, early 2000s, just trap and pray. You're not going to get any offense.
Well, our stretch seems to be best. It's either good or bad fit, and there's no terrible fits.
There's one other one that
through center has nothing.
Forwards high was.
Forward highs has a terrible fit for most of our bottom six, so probably not a good one. We go through center, and that's nothing for anybody.
That might be the best option.
All right. Let's look. Boy. I guess we're playing dump in.
Yep. It's going to be a really boring team to watch.
Behind the net is our highest rated one so far. Yep, so we're going to play from behind the net. That's super exciting. Guess we're playing 1-2-2. I have no idea. I guess we're playing
2-on-2 at least had a couple of guys who are a good fit, although there's others who aren't.
Yeah, that's a lot of guys who aren't good. Maybe 1-1-3. We're playing really back.
But then against Reichel and, well, no.
1-2-2 lock is only 2 bad fits.
Yeah, okay. Left wing lock.
Man on man is only 3 bad fits.
Yeah, you have to go with that. You're not taking a good one here. You're just taking the least bad one.
Drop pass for a power play breakout. Ooh, super exciting. All right. Pursue aggressively, stand your ground. Back up. We're just backing up, Jeff.
Yep.
Okay, we're going to play retreating box shorthanded because we have some good fits there. And collapse to the net because we have nothing. I guess we're playing counterattack. Boy, this is not going to be exciting.
Basically, your team carries the puck up through the middle of the ice, dumps it
Dumps it
in,
in.
and
Yep, and then hopes
hopes to
hopes
set up
it's
something behind the net.
Antropov's got to be something better than a grinder, doesn't he? 5-3 win. We get our first win of the year versus the LA Kings.
Did Drury with a couple of points. Nice.
Antropov with his first goal. Zdeno Chara with his first goal. All right. Okay, let's go back to tactics there and look at Antropov to see if there's a different fit.
Probably two-way forward.
Grinder, he's a 13. Two-way forward is
Screener
12.
He's a big guy.
A power
He's in
forward?
front of the net, and he's got a screener.
Well, that's what it was at, but that seems like meh. Power forward would actually make kind of sense for him.
Yeah, you can try it.
Uses his size and strength. I mean, that's what he should be. Okay, there we go. Reinforcements coming back. Helmanin's almost ready to go. Rafalski is ready to go. So let's see. 2 assists and a -1. Wisnowski is, 2 games, no points, 2 penalty minutes. Wisnowski has 2 games and is only a -1. So I guess we're sending Willie Mitchell to the press box. Okay, we're going to lock Justin Williams on the first line. And we will lock our third line.
Makes sense, I think.
We want Mayer on the second line?
Domi's the only other option, so I'd say yeah. Not a very exciting second line. You're not going to get much scoring from it, but
Well, we could try and move Mayer and see if we get something. He's only 21. Just shop him around.
2.5 stars right now, too. I'd leave it and see if he does there first.
20-year-old Francois Beauchemin. Kevin Stevens. Ruslan Fedotenko. Jeff Courtnall. Benoit Gratton. 20-year-old defenseman Matthew Barron. Jeff Farkas. Jeff Gilson. There's a name I haven't heard for a number of years. "24-year-old Jean-Yves Leroux." I don't think so. Well, I guess maybe I should just put him on the trade block and see if we get anything of interest.
Yeah.
Might be the thing to do. And Calgary's getting jiggy with it, but it's a 3-3 tie. Kim says we should just do the straight up Fedotenko trade. Mayor. Place on trade block. Man, Zdeno Chara's got 2 goals in 3 games.
Breaking out. Islanders were giving him enough playing time.
Okay, here we go. Here's going to help a bit. We got Ramo Helminen back. So who's coming out for Helminen?
Probably McCarthy.
He the best choice there?
You got Domi to fight, so
Helminen. Gonna redo the lines here again. It's keeping Helminen on the wing. Would he not be better on the second line if we move Mayer down?
yeah, that would probably make sense.
I'm going to put Helminen as a center and move Antropov to the wing. Cut down a little bit on some of these ice times. All right. A lot of sad and unhappy guys. We lose 3-2 to Colorado in overtime. That's not bad. Wisnowski gets a goal on the power play. Muller gets a goal on the power play. All right, so we're at least getting some goals. High Note's coming back soon.
A little more than I expected to.
What's that, sorry?
You're scoring a little bit more than I expected you to.
Yeah.
Other than getting shut out in the opener.
Okay, we got lose 3-2 to Chicago. Big thing is our fourth line is scoring. All right. Matthew Danino's ready to come back. All right. Looking here for a second then. So we're going to have to send Willie Mitchell down now. And I guess Wisnowski's coming out, even though he's got 2 points.
Yeah, you just probably swap him straight up for down to now.
And that gives us 1 extra defenseman and 2 extra forwards. I know it's back, but there's not room to be cleared yet.
I sent Fredke back down.
What's that, sorry?
And send Fredke back down.
Well, I don't mind having 2 extra forwards. There's enough to rotate. Ooh, we lose 6-3 to Colorado this game.
And they had their backup in against you. Well,
Man, we scored the first 2 goals and then we just lost it. Chidvicki scored it on the power play too, for that matter. And then Yuri Fisher gets injured. Come on, Yuri Fisher. Oh, he's out 3 months. Oh, Yuri.
And welcome back, Willie Mitchell.
Well, no, we got Wisnowski in, so we're okay. I guess we have to call him back up. That's what you're saying. I get you.
Yeah.
Torn abdominal.
If you call a player up and down, there's a little bit of a fitness penalty, so it's better to have.
Do it immediately.
Do it immediately and have the guy on your roster. As opposed
Our
to,
depth chart says we should have Marek Zalicki in instead of Lubomir Wisnowski.
They're all pretty much even.
And actually, Willie Mitchell's the highest rated guy, apparently, according to our depth chart anyways. Yo-Yo Plate says you only have 22 guys. Yeah, we have a guy coming off of injured reserve, though. That's why we're keeping room for him so we don't have to move somebody up and down. Because constantly juggling them isn't going to help either. And 3-0 loss to Pittsburgh. Sweet. Fantastic. Yuri Slegers beats us up. Zdeno Chara, 91 defensive game rating. So, dude can play.
The rest of the team can't.
Okay, Highnote's back, so he's going back into the lineup. Game versus Detroit. We're probably going to get absolutely slaughtered here. Going to give Kipper this game. And 2-2 tie. Good job, Kipper. We actually put up 35 shots.
Yeah, I played him pretty well.
26. Reiko gets a goal. Rafalski gets a goal. We're not playing bad defensively. Justin Williams did not have a great one, but... Oh, Dandino, why? Why do you keep getting injured?
Again?
4 months.
Okay.
He's gone 4 months. Indefinite. Willie Mitchell's back in. Dandino is...
That solves the question over which of the...
which guys we should have up. Okay, Zidlicky's coming back up. Oh, boy. 2 long-term injuries. That's not helping. Only got
upside,
1 win on the
young
season.
Guys, a bunch of playing time.
2-2 tie with San Jose. All right. Don't mind me. I'm just putting a bunch of guys on the trade block. See if we get any offers of decent players for them. Or up-and-coming guys who we can take advantage of. Just going to shop Scott Peller in here really quick. Bunch of offers. No. No. Philly really wants us to take Ruslan Fedotenko. Like, really wants us to take him.
Yeah, but not for Bellerin.
Ladislav Nagy. No. Nabokov. 24-year-old defenseman Nolan Baumgartner.
Well, I pretty much figured at this point that he's not going to work out. Was a good prospect for a few years.
All right. Nothing big there. We'll just kind of... An injured player is suspended or... Heino got injured again? Heino, what are you doing, man?
Just a bruised ankle.
Gonna throw McCarthy in for this game. One-nothing Washington win. We put up 39 shots. Johan Hedberg just denies us. The moose is loose. Overkill of ASC. I missed this. Says, never has Matthew Dandino been so critical.
Washington got him from... San Jose signed him at the start of the game. Leafs took him in the waiver draft the previous year, and then the Capitals got him on waivers from Toronto, so he's moving around about as much as he did in real life.
Got injured now. Oh, Willie Mitchell got injured with a minor facial cut. Fantastic. Replaced with Zidlicky. What's the chances we make it through 40 games without getting fired? 2-2 tie with Detroit. So we lose to everybody else, but we can like just throw, punches at Detroit.
Stay even with Detroit.
Travis Green is injured. Awesome. Ruptured Achilles tendon. Are you freaking kidding me? What? He's gone 2 to 3 months.
Lucky we'll be back that soon, I think.
Well, Savicki's coming in, I guess, because unless we got somebody. Our depth chart is not looking good enough for this right now.
Maybe time to look for a free agent if there's anything.
That's what I was thinking. So let's go look for some signable guys.
Richard Park still out there?
Richard Park is still there, as well as Eric
That'd be a good fit
Perrin,
for that third line checking guy.
Wes Waltz.
More of an offensive guy. I don't know.
That's not exactly outstanding. All right, we're gonna sign Richard Park because we need somebody for call ups.
Yeah.
But
Somebody who can play center.
and we'll
Cheap at
pay
least.
him. Pay him some money to be in the minors. And Richard Park gets claimed by Minnesota as soon as we put him on waivers.
I knew that was going to happen. Yeah.
What?
Didn't even need to do it because you had enough space on your roster.
I know, but come on. I just why? Like Minnesota, why? What are you doing? Okay.
Sign West Walls then, I guess.
No, we're gonna
Send him down.
all right, manager options just to make sure. Minimum when a player is available on waivers, minimum 1 star.
Maybe 1.5 star. You'll get spammed if it's 1 star.
Fine. No, I'm gonna set it a 1 star. We'll see if we get spammed. If we do, we can change it. This is brutal. Oh, see, we got Louis DeBrusque is on waivers, as is David Nemrovsky.
None of which will really help you.
Louis DeBrusque would be forward depth.
Not really.
Some, not lots, but some.
You've already got McCarthy and Doby.
All right. Just brutal. I guess we could check the trade block, see if there's anybody of interest. I don't think our trainer's that bad. 1-1
You didn't
tie.
set your third line center there?
Didn't I? Oops.
No.
And Brian Rafalski's hurt because, of course, he is.
You got a game tomorrow, so you're going to have to call somebody up.
I know it is. Hold on. So I got to go. Vicky's coming out, and High Note is coming in.
You could play High Note back on D for a game.
Right. He can play D, right?
Yep.
All right. Rafalski gets replaced with High Note. Rafalski gets replaced with Shlodvicki. Boy, that's a terrifying lineup. All right, development report. Come on, give us some good news. Zdeno Char is up to 2 stars. All right.
That's
High Note's up to 2.5. Also good. Wisnowski keeps improving. Justin
High
Williams.
Note's actually improved a ton. He was only 1.5 at the start of this.
Yeah. Tydomi's going down. Teduri's going down. Hamlin's going down. McCarthy's going down. Kirk Muller's going down. Scott Pellerin's going down. Oh boy, that's a lot. All right. Looking at our staff.
Rhett Warner's going downhill. He's only 24. How does that happen? Database. It's weird. He's pretty much set normally in the database. I'm not sure why he'd be declining so soon.
He's very upset about having to go to Columbus, apparently. Ty Jones. 31-year-old center, and our old friend, Dmitry Kristovich. We could trade for Rhett Warner.
You can afford to trade Warner now that you got too many defensemen out.
I just want to see if we get a younger defenseman who's still got upside. Jason Beckett? No. Pat Kavanaugh. Nope, doesn't look like it. Nope, we still got way more. Josh DeWolf. 1 star, 1.5 star. No, not worth it.
All you're looking at is career minor leaguers.
You never know what might pop up suddenly, Jeff. 34-year-old defenseman Todd Gill. Not a career minor leaguer. 19-year-old defenseman Timo Helbing. Never heard that name. All right, nothing major. Okay, monthly budget here. We're going to increase our team morale.
As it's going to need it.
Yep. Look at transactions here. Trade block. Todd Marchment's on the trade block. Michael Renberg is on the trade block. Gary Roberts. Alexei Ziknik. Stapleton.
Why don't you put Reichel on trade block?
See if we got any decent offers for him.
Yeah. You probably get something closer to the trading deadline.
And I'll put him back. I'll take him off, put him back on when that's the case too. But there's nothing we can do right now. Our owner's probably not going to be very happy with us. 4-1 loss to Dallas. 1-7-5 to start the year.
How's Minnesota doing?
I'll get there in a second. All right. Owner confidence update. We're in a rebuilding process. Think carefully before adding veterans to the roster at the expense of giving our young players playing time and acquiring new prospects. Taking a longer view, we're not expecting to be a serious contender next season, but we aren't planning a total rebuild either. The fans are satisfied with your job you're doing. No need to worry about your job. Replacing you is out of the question. Okay. Well, that's
Take his word for it.
good news, I guess. Let's look at our job security, though. Okay, we're staying nice and high. So,
Fans are reasonably happy.
I mean, okay, Minnesota, though, is... Well, they're better than us. Minnesota is 5-6-1. We only have 1 win. Anaheim's only got 2. Calgary's got 2. Vancouver's got 3, Jeff. Buffalo's got 3. Islanders got 3.
After trading McGillney, how are the Sabres doing after all those trades? They're last in the division.
Who's injured or suspended? Oh, Sean Podine, of course, is injured. Okay.
It's small injuries, and you got room to bring somebody up.
I don't need to call anybody up. Rafalski's going to play through his injury. Nope. Billy Mitchell's going to play through his injury because it's a facial cut.
Should be on the third line. You got McCarthy locked into that spot now?
Well, no, I had the spot, and I was moving around. So we're going to move Antropov back up to the second line. I'm going to lock Antropov in on the second line. 4-0 loss to Ottawa. Okay. Yep. Perfect. Awesome. Love it. Jeff Finley is on waivers. 1.5 star
33 years
defenseman.
old, but Alf Dahlin there too.
Yeah. Should we
Some forward depth.
maybe we should grab off Darlene?
Looks like he's almost finished. I
Or
mean,
should we
did
grab
nothing
Rob
get by
Ray?
against Detroit. And you play a line of Ray McCarthy and Domi.
I'm
That's
tempted.
a great suggestion.
I'm tempted. Just go full goon line. Or do we leave it alone?
You take anybody, I would say take Dahlin.
Dolan stayed in the league until 2003, so he's got 3 years left at least. He actually was putting up points in real life at this still. Over
Not
half
sure
point
what's
game. All right, let's put a claim in on Darlene. Can't hurt. We got him. Toronto's offering us 20-year-old defenseman Alan Rourke for Adam Mayer. No, reject. Toronto, reject. We don't have to put Darlene in right now, but now we have a little bit of flexibility with that. We'll give Kipper this game. And I guess we should probably actually wrap up the stream here looking at the time.
Oh yeah.
I just want another win, and we lose 2-1. Why can't we
Goal
win a
at least.
game?
Well, you won a game. That's it. That's your game for the season.
If we go 181 and or one,
I don't
can't
think you're
think.
going to make that point because you'll be fired, regardless of what the owner is saying. You'll be fired long before then.
Oh man, the owner's just like, yeah, you're fine, you're fine. No, no, definitely not.
What was Minnesota doing? I don't think we ever looked at that.
Yeah, we did. We said they had 11 points at that time.
Oh
Okay,
yeah, okay, so
Rafalski's back. Let's go take Mitchell out, let him get healthy, and get Rafalski back in the lineup.
I mean, this is basically what happens when you draft entirely on potential and trade away what decent players you have.
Highnote has 0 points so far. It's really disappointing.
Yeah, he's there to check though. I mean, that's
McCarthy's getting
a pretty
replaced. We're
good
going to
score.
try and put Alf Darlene in his spot and see what happens.
You didn't trust Bodine?
Oh, you're right. He's back healthy too. So he's coming out. Podine comes in. Actually, I should keep Slavicki in. He's got 7 points. That's High Note's got nothing. Mayer's only got 3. Domi's got 2.
And Domi's been kind of disappointing, even if he's been playing on the fourth line.
Scott Pellerin, 3 points in 15 games. You're doing nothing, buddy.
And he was supposed to be the big scorer.
You are nothing
What
but
does your team scoring look like, anyhow?
terrible. Absolutely terrible. I'll play this game because okay, you know what? Should we try and make a trade for something around? We won a game. We won another game. We beat
Okay,
San Jose 2-0.
thanks to Theodore, who gets a shutout and 37 shots.
We only get up 20, but we won. That's the most important thing. I don't care. Now nothing else matters. Okay, whew. We finally got another win. 2 wins on the year. Willie Mitchell says he's ready to go. Okay, before we go, I want to make a trade offer here for something. We need to find a team that needs a winger. Chicago needs a winger. Dallas. LA. LA was pretty bad. Islanders aren't great. What do the Islanders have?
They got goalies. They got lots of goalies.
I know. I want to find like someone who's going to help us score. No. About the Rangers, what do they got? I'm almost half tempted to try and make a play for Theo Fleury. But I don't think we should do that. Okay, could we get Damon Langkow out of Philly?
See what they want to make it work, if anything.
Let me just... A fifth rounder seems to get their attention. Third, so Scott Pellerin, Bracken Kern writes to Bracken Kearns, a third and a fifth rounder for Damon Langkow.
Yeah, so try it. See.
Offer the trade. Now we got to play a couple of days because now we're not going to be able to wait to find out. At least I won't be able to. And it is a 6-0 loss to Phoenix. Awesome. Love it. So cool. You guys are great. Favorite team ever. Billy says no way to that deal. Oh, it's disappointing. I cannot agree to this trade, but it's close to being all right.
Discuss it again and see what they want to make it work.
They want Justin Williams or Jose Theodore. Not,
that's not happening.
Chance. What, though, if I offer them, if I take away the third, and I offer them a second, and they give me back a sixth? Offer trade. All right, with that, we're going to call this a night here. So, thank you very much for tuning in to another Franchise Hockey Manager stream. We typically stream every Wednesday night at 10 p.m. Eastern on twitch.tv/Franchise Hockey Manager, as well as twitch.tv/OOTP Developments. All of our streams are archived on our YouTube channel, which is youtube.com/OOTP Developments as well. You can find them going live on Sundays at about 3 a.m. Eastern Standard Time, so that they're live for our European viewers. Had a good time. You can also reach out to us on our Facebook page, which is facebook.com/Franchise Hockey Manager. On Twitter, we're at Franchise Hockey. We can find a link to our official Discord in our Twitter bio as well. 4-1 loss to Nashville. Nashville apparently has Jeremy Roenick. Okay, cool, awesome. And coming down to our official website, which is ootpdevelopments.com. Click on the community button in the top right-hand corner, which will bring you to official forums. We can come talk about Franchise Hockey Manager, Out of Park Baseball, Perfect Team Go, or anything else you wish to discuss. Jeff, did I miss anything?
Just that Tampa got Roenick by trading away Kimmo Timonen. That does not seem like a smart move.
You mean Nashville?
Yeah.
You said Tampa.
Oh, okay.
4-1 loss. We just cannot do anything. Good night for Pavel Bure. Oh, man. All right. With that, we'll be back next week with Jeff's game, which is where, okay, Philly just won't make that trade happen. We are getting some rumors that Montreal and Washington are interested in Robert Reichel. So we'll see if anything comes there. We'll be back with our U.S. college game where we're playing as Wisconsin. Jeff, we're doing pretty well in that game, right?
Memory serves. Pretty good second season and decent crop of prospects coming too.
2-0 loss. 2-0 loss. All we ever do is lose.
And get shut out.
Apparently.
You got no scoring.
Yep. All right. With that, thank you very much, and we will tune in, or I will see you again next week. Bye-bye.